Hey. Lavina, unaoga? Haya. Hello, Joshua. Hey, Baba. Hello, hello, people in the house. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on wherever you're watching me from. How are you doing? It's your host here, Macklyn from Kenya, East Africa, guys. I want to cook ugali. I know it's late, but don't worry. Let's cook ugali. I want to prepare dinner, though it's late, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So if you are joining the live, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know where you're watching Macklyn from. Been so long, our host. How is Kenya? We are doing well back here in Ethiopia. Thank you for joining Ombere Fred. Here in Kenya, it's cool. Everything is okay. We thank God for everything. Thank you for coming by and saying hi to me. Welcome to my live. Kindly give the live a thumbs up, please. Give the live a thumbs up. Oh, I want to cook ugali. Guys, like the live and subscribe to the channel. Like the live and subscribe to the channel, please. I want to cook brown ugali. Hope you like it. So let's cook ugali, guys. Let's cook ugali. Brown ugali. It's very yummy, very tasty ugali. I bet you will love it. You will love it. It's brown ugali. Guys, like the live please and subscribe to the channel. Lavina, unaweza warm chakula kwa microwave ama kushinda hiyo samaki ya dadi alafu ile greens zetu. Utakula yellow kesho, sawa? But tutakuwa tuna mix. Sindio? Hii itakuwa basi tunapika hii mara mbili kwa wiki. Ya yellow hizo siku zingine. White mara moja.
Pika tu ya yellow.
Ya yellow.
Niko pesa.
Si chakula iko huko ndani. Iko kwa dish. Eka tu kwa microwave alafu funikie juu, sawa? Itapop, itafanya boom. Si hewa iko ndani ya chakula.
One packet.
True. Like the live, guys. 6 people watching, kindly give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Ni skuma. Here is my ugali. My brown ugali. I want to enjoy my ugali
With my family.
with my small family. After scolding my daughter because of my phone, we want to have some ugali.
No, I think the right. Oh.
Mama, I think hiyo imechemka. Yake sasa ya dadi. Fish. Imekuwa? Heka samaki. Here's my ugali. Brown ugali, guys. Naona kama hiyo mboga haijachemka vizuri, sijui mbona. Si nitachemsha. Acha maziwa mala, osha mkono, wende ukule, wende uoge. Songa. Hey. Naona tukienda unaona tuoshe. I'm tired.
My imagine tungefika late, singekubomoa nywele na sasa hivi ulikuwa tunang'ang'ana.
Hata singekubomoa, tungeenda nayo hivyo.
Ningeanza kubomoa. Snake mingi.
Imetosha.
Unaweza ka dot. Hivyo.
Ona. Kadogo. Hiyo ni yangu na Lavina bwana. Hey.
Atankaka?
Anataka mboga yetu.
Hapana. Sasa kuna fish ya. Anasema aya gani za kula. Tuko na fish yako. Tunasema leta kula hiyo everything. That's it. Eat.
It was not until 2013 when they applied to Kiambu County
unajua kuosha sasa hivi ndio itabidi tena tunaiblog dry. Si tuoshe huko. Au kula mkate. Chicken pie. Yaani unatorokanga simu yangu. Ni sawa tu. Hi Roshan. Muyiwa. Hi Muyiwa. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. I want to eat dinner. Muyiwa.
Unataka kadogo?
Chief, chief. Chief, chief.
Hivyo.
Chief, chief.
Mama, hii ni yako?
Hey, 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 hey.
Nyata.
It's all right.
Ima, unakulia tu.
Here's my ugali.
Sogelea kwanza kukata.
Ngoja fito. Mashakwe. Vina amesema mashakwe.
Nilikuwa na baba yangu. Kwa bure. Sindio ma? Tit for tat is a fair
Hi
game.
Muyiwa. How are you doing? Rashan, hi.
Sijui kwa nini natamani kukulia. Hakuna.
Kukulia kwa hii dish. Wacha manya.
Rusi hivyo watu wanakushanga. Rusi hivyo watu wanakushanga.
Hey, imeenda.
Ndio ile.
Alina, you are laughing, really?
You are very stupid.
Anakuchekelea na nguvu. Haizi hata kwambia pole.
Mimi?
Siwache yote wache ikiwa.
Umesikia?
Mwongo sana.
Ni wewe umeamini kadri nimesema.
I hate you.
Thank you, mom.
Bure kabisa. Bure kabisa.
Nataka haya ati. Hey, unataka kushika hivi. ndio kushika hivi.
Wewe ndio umendanganya.
Sasa mimi tutoka kwa tiche. Akaenda kazi. Ta. Atumeme kazi holi wewe. Ati hivi. Alafu unafanya
Actually, with matters of banditry and pacified Kenya and secured Kenya, these are people who have guns and ammunition. Who are those are very small people. We are going to deal with them decisively.
Ushatuma hiyo
And
do.
I want to say,
Umemwambia.
as we deal with these goods, I want to warn them that since the
Amekelele.
police will be there with you when you are committing a crime, when we come for you, we will come for you and come for
Ndio
you.
mtu anakuanga disappointed.
We have done so in Kitale.
Haiwezi kuambia.
The leaders of that area are making a lot of noise.
Ya mtu usema hawezi jua alikuwa amepangia vitu zake.
Ati tumesumbua maguns. Hiyo kelele bado. Kwanza unapiga hiyo kelele mapema. Bado. Tutanyorosha guns mpaka sponsors yao watalia machozi.
As earlier mentioned, it is Infertility Awareness Week, and we turn our focus to the evolving options available to those navigating this journey, as well as those who want to do their
What
thing
is
for a bit before having children.
we shall not
Last
simply
week, we
do
explained
one
surrogacy,
thing.
a process where a woman carries and delivers a baby for another individual or couple, offering hope to those unable to carry a pregnancy themselves. This week, we shift the spotlight to egg freezing
Any difference?
and egg donation. Totally.
Angalia kwa simu yako.
Earlier, I visited the Nairobi IVF Center.
Unajua hii yangu inadanganyanga.
About these procedures and their impact, and here's what the expert had to say. For more on this, I'm joined by Ayeta Lumbasio. She is an advocate and let's begin with how common infertility is. Infertility for some reason is very common. When IVF started in this country, which is almost 25 years ago, we used to see a certain number of alleged different people who used to come in. Lately, even the young ones, we are having issues where a young girl is 26 years, 27 years, and young men are coming for fertility treatment. So let's talk about available assisted reproductive technology here in Kenya. And I want to begin with egg freezing. What exactly is egg freezing and who should consider it? So egg freezing is done for two reasons. One, when someone wants to delay pregnancy, and two, on medical grounds. So you approach a medical center, they retrieve your eggs and put them at where you want to use them. And on medical grounds, we have seen a lot of issues, especially for cancer issues. You find people have cancer and they need to go for chemotherapy or other treatment, which inevitably usually kind of messes up with their eggs. So let's zero it down to gamete donation. When we talk about gamete donation, what are we saying? So when you're talking about gamete donation, you're talking about donating your eggs or donating your sperm. The beauty about egg donation, unlike surrogacy, is not a lot is done through agencies. The lady just proceeds to a fertility center, it's usually through word of mouth. You're not actually allowed to advertise for such services on medical grounds. It is supposed to be voluntarily. The word there is you are donating. It means that you're not supposed to get some monetary compensation. So usually the practice on the ground, what happens is they're given some incentives. It's called like transport costs. And it ranges between 40,000 to 100,000 to donate your egg. Are there age limits, constant requirements, or restrictions that are currently being practiced?
You know,
What?
technology. Clearly, egg donation
Ati?
it is
100,000 to?
by consent kind of thing.
Between 40 to 100,000.
Able to
And yet someone is sitting here with the two football team doing nothing.
benefits you give
Hmm?
whole
Hey! Huh?
Any senior women?
you're actually taken through a health check, and then now you give consent, and then it goes big for big. The law, as we know, we don't have a specific
Nakasoro mbaya.
technology
No.
yet. We have
Koko.
them.
bill that has been proposed by Honorable Minnie Mabona. So the bill says to put the restriction that you can only donate 10 times, or your eggs can only be used to create families up to 10.
That's the way your body is.
You find even sometimes that a lady can donate 50 eggs if it's high fertilization. She gets 50 eggs, and then these eggs are split to 2 people or 3 people. You see, and then it becomes a little bit messy, especially if you do not have records and clinics do not do follow-up. The thing that I have major issues with is most fertility centers are in Nairobi, and most egg donors are in Nairobi. You know, all these universities and technical colleges that are in Nairobi. So you will find and say they give me some of the eggs, they give some of the other eggs, and somebody else. And our children are going to the same schools. They are going to the same wherever. And you think this is not information that.
But the first time yana ninaona ulikula mboga mara tatu.
So they go to the same schools and then you find.
So mboga nitamu kwa.
Each other and they are literally brothers.
So I should cook more of this.
Thank you.
For her.
For me too.
Yes, for you too.
And for you 3.
Oh.
Man, na upike na huo ugali.
In a slab.
Mimi ukali ndio maweza. Ugali. Chick.
Na vile nilimezanga mate kitamu. Silikwambia nimetamani.
So we have a program for egg donors.
Nataka niishi nikwambie tupike unarudi. Ni mbaya.
Nani alisema ni mbaya?
Wewe hata ugali ya hilo huko unakula mbele.
Kwa nakula. Nilikuwa nakula hata nilikujanga kwenye mkanipikia mara ya kwanza ilikuwa tamu sana. Kulikuwa ya white.
Ulianza kukulia nyumbani.
Sikuwa najua kuna kanga na ugali ya yellow. Nilikuwa najuanga tu ugali ya yellow inapatikana kwa supa pekee.
That these eggs are going to be used by someone anonymous.
But ukomujua. Ni yellow face.
Photo for us so that the person getting this egg can maybe see.
Ukonaje yellow face.
Also, it's important to note that when you're donating your eggs, you're not affecting your fertility for your future. Your eggs are still going to be intact. Then from there, they go through stimulation for 14 days, injection. From the second day of their cycle, then thereafter we retrieve the eggs. And then the lab takes over from there. Then these eggs, after they donate, you can give them some compensation because they say they have to come for injection every day. And then we tell them the side effects to anticipate. And then the process for retrieval is done. It's not painful at all for the donor. They will be asleep. Then once they are awake, we still continue to monitor.
I'm full.
And we can donate to a maximum of 3 times in a period of 3 months. And then thereafter, now the client comes in to take over from there. So the fertilization can be done in the lab, and then we culminate it to an embryo transfer. The egg freezing bit. So right now, we're not in a hurry. Women, we're not in a hurry to get married. Once you come to our clinic, you want to freeze your eggs for future. This is like you're preserving your fertility. Again, you have to go through the test to check if how your MH is. We have to let you know that your eggs you're freezing, they might be very few, and we might lose them. And then again, you have to go through a consent form. We have to do a test scan to check if the ovaries are okay. So when you're freezing the eggs, it's more or less the same as IVF because you have to stimulate you for 2 weeks, 12 to 14 days of injections every day, with scans in between to check the
Everyday injection.
Mpaka bambamu inakuwa moto.
We do something called a trigger shot. It's like this eggs they're ready, but if you've not given a trigger, they're not ready to be retrieved. Then we retrieve all the eggs. Then they're taken in the lab. In the lab, there's a way they prepare them so that they can freeze them for future use. The eggs can stay frozen for up to, and not limited, to the 15 years. That's more or less what we do. It's really fun. It's really interesting.
Mwana katoto venye kanajitengeneza. Kanafanya hivi.
Nada hiyo chaki na kabaya. Hiyo mtoto.
Mtoto anakuwa mrembo sana.
Number 1. The dad is there at 10 banana in the bush.
No problem.
Anna, the first is the winner, the second is the best. The dad is there at 10 banana in the bush. Anna Liluhasa.
Mama maliza wewe ndio woga ndio niende. Okay, nitaka kuosha vyombo.
Na wewe utanibeba nipeleke kwa kitanda, si ndio?
Hajaoga. Mtu aende kwa kitanda akiwa mchafu, si ndio mama?
Utalala hivyo.
Kwa kitanda ya nani? Unalala kwa hii carpet leo. Kama uogi hapa kwa hii carpet.
Utaninukia mimi.
Lale hapo kwa mlango basi. Kwa uji. Ama tu hakuna mtu inachafuliwa na mtu. Ama Lavina. Ama tumpe gunia hapo nje, lala hapo nje.
Ama
Kataka
nitakusema kwa mama yako.
Sasa nikienda kwa mama yangu hakuna shida mingi sana. Maragwe koredi.
Nitakuwa na ndeshi.
Mahindi iko. Tuko mwezi wa 4. Mwezi wa 6 hapa.
Hiyo mahindi hata sijui kama nitaikula kama bado ni soft.
Atatuweka kwa gari. Hakuna njia nyingine.
Unajua sasa tuko na advantage, tuko na fridge. Unaiboil yote unaweka ndani. Vinyantia anafanyanga. Kama ana choice umeletewa mahindi. Usikie. Umeletewa mahindi.
Hiyo mahindi unaona let's say imetoka nyumbani. So wana harvest jioni.
Sitasemi hiyo. Nataka ile mchomo ile ya kuboil.
Ndio nasema. Wanaenda kwa shamba jioni wanakata. Immediately wanapeana boda inapelekwa kwa gari ya mama. Tunachukua kwa asubuhi. Hiyo mahindi ni tamu tu ukichemsha saa hiyo.
Si ndio nakwambia.
Unachemsha saa hiyo hata kama ni tamu. Hiyo ingine upikie ile.
Unachemsha unachemsha mingi kiasi. Unaweka kwa fridge. Sasa utakuwa unatoa kwa fridge moja moja. Wewe kama unataka mimi nitakula sawa.
Nitakula na
Mimi nitakula. Mahindi.
Mahindi lazima.
Unatoa moja kwa fridge. Una warm. Uzuri Lavina. Tutaweka token, si ndio? Una warm na micro.
Mam, nakumbuka ile siku nilikulanga mingi
alafu kanini alikuwa anatoa tu mzima. Wewe Lavina.
Saidiana tukule ugali.
Sikujua hadi nimeshamba kusema. Mimi nimemaliza.
Si
mama na kumaliza. Wewe umekunywa tu maziwa tupu na ukakula na mboga ile kidogo.
Pepo ya kususu ishindwe, si ndio?
Pepo iende daje.
Iende katika jina la Yesu. Hebu maliza uende kwa bafu haraka.
Mama kitendo mkao unafunga hivi atashaka ya kulisha.
Tulisurvive kimungu. Unafunikwa mapua na unapewa uji.
Uji ya mahindi.
Basi hatujajaribiwa kitu kama hiyo.
Uji ya mahindi.
Ukiua.
Adam mkianene asoliko.
Mama doli yako iko wapi?
Nataka kuifanyia.
Nataka kuiweka hapa kwa kiti. Iangalie hapa nikienda kuosha vyombo. Kuna tumbo na nini? Si tumbo acha. Hapa.
Tafuta rola.
Hasa nikisema tumbo inaniuma, tafuta rola. Kwani ni tumbo ya mazoezi?
Tutatafuta rola.
Ni tumbo ya mazoezi, si ya mazoezi, si ya hiyo. My granddaughter, my granddaughter, she's in grade 4 like the mom.
Me, I'm already
Bojo.
Hello.
Aki Lavin. Have you said hi to my people?
Remember ile masaa. Ile masaa.
Sijasikia.
Hey. Shush, please hear me. Look at my braids.
They're very bad.
Shush, we're so stubborn just like our mom. Let me stay here at you. You play with my hair. My hair is so long. Yeah.
Songa. Ingia kwa bafu sasa.
Unaonyesha matani. Na ni ukweli tu nimesema na.
Mbona hujatoa glasi yako kwa meza?
Ndio.
Give the live a thumbs up, guys.
You do not want to miss UFC Fight Night, Sterling versus Halal on the 26th of April. Keep your kingside seat to the UFC. Stay connected to DSTV Compact.
Welcome to Bliss Africa, celebrating the triumphs and resilience of African sports. Join us as we explore their inspiring journeys and the passion that fuels their pursuit of greatness. Proudly brought to you by Batika, home of champions.
Coming up on Blitz Africa this hour.
Southampton side playing in the second division defied the odds to claim FA Cup glory. Hopes are growing that history could be repeated after the class of 26 quarterfinals to defeat 14 sides. head to Wembley in imperious form, unbeaten in 20 matches in all competitions. Awaiting them are Manchester City, a side the Stockport-born Taylor Harwood very
Unajua bado
well,
niko live,
but
so
it's
mfanye
just
vitu
good for
mkiwa
sentiment.
Unbelievable calm at the minute and really pushing the candidates.
You know, whether I've been up into the region to the top side, the top players, and obviously recognising the world. Definitely one that must be first unit stakeholders and maybe a little bit younger. So it's an honour and privilege for me to be on the sideline next to him. Pep is one of my favourite coach in his first team. Everything that he's done for football is amazing. Of course, what he's done with they have so much quality.
Southampton have been very implemented hit in this season's competition. A helpful reminder of what's at stake at Wembley.
I think everybody's in that shirt is because, again, everything has to represent not just for us, but for the club. After 60 years from this title, you've been able to play at the same competition. And then, but for the players, it's just great.
Don't worry, the season got broken. 104 matches. Who would watch that much more? That would mean practically keeping a life on hold for weeks. Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't mind guarantee your country going through. I mean, making history. You can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that you would experience Roger Miller dancing, laughing, hitting the bricks, and his new side be thrown in France. See Morocco take out Ronaldo. Shoo, they may not even go the whole way. Imagine it happening. Just imagine if we do, one of us do, because you know what? 10 African countries in the World Cup for the first time. I honestly don't care which one of us does it. My money's going on like that. It's from Syria, but my heart, it's African. I just want to see African football unite at the global stage. That's why I'm watching every single game. For 39 days, girls' nights, random nights, none of that matters. History doesn't tell you when it's going to happen, but I'm here to tell you when. Super Sport only on DSTV and GoTV. The most accessible World Cup ever. So, everything else you thought you were going to be doing on the 11th of June, it can wait.
Muyiwa, hi. Javier, hi. Azinga, hi Azinga, how are you? Javier Lewis, how are you doing? Welcome to my live. Kindly give the live a thumbs up. Give the live a thumbs up kindly. How are you doing today? Kindly give the live a thumbs up. Let me know how you are doing today. Hello, hello, people. Welcome to my live. It's your host, Macklyn from Kenya, East Africa.
After 8 national teams and a couple of important competitions.
How are you doing?
Biggest challenge of all my entire career. And I'm ready for that.
Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Also, leave a thumbs up, please. Leave a thumbs up.
For Keras, there's a lot that will be expected from him. Many have questioned his philosophy, but he says there's a big task ahead of him, and he's only interested in winning.
Nataka kuupload video, mtaningoja. Nikishamaliza kuoga.
I don't understand that defending the culture. I know one thing, when you don't have the ball, you have to fight together. You have to sacrifice, you have to suffer on the beach to recover the ball as much fast as possible in order to have our chances to create opportunities and score. If I'm defensible attacking, I leave these things for you because you are the best. With my players, I only know one thing. It is, we have the ball, we have to attack. We don't have the ball, we have to fight together. That's the rule of the game. Because at the end, in Ghana and the rest of the world, there is only one medicine in football to win.
Understanding the task ahead,
Ati nani amefutwa? President wa FKF.
Huyo ametimuliwa.
Ametimiliwa cha ukweli ama
Ametumuliwa, si umetangaza hapa? Yo, nini ufisadi? 42 million.
hiyo zote?
Oh.
Hey. What?
What I can tell you is from day one until the last day, we're going to play to win. And our goal and our target in this moment, it is to be ready to start the first game and get the 3 points against Canada. That's the first stage of our journey in the World Cup.
With his initial interaction with Ghanaians, a lot of promise are being held for him. He seems to have convinced the Ghanaian populace. There are some quick thoughts from football administrators and journalists on what they make of Carlos Queiroz taking over Ghana's biggest task of leading them at the World Cup. I think Carlos Queiroz is he's a dynamic manager. So it's like Pep Guardiola, who we are going to for sure say it's going to be possessive, he plays depending on the materials available and the fixture. So when he takes the team to the pitch and he delivers the talk, then we can tag that. But look, he's got a brilliant track record, and hopefully he can bring, as he said, the 40 years worth of experience to the Black Stars. Look, I think Carlos Queiroz has done what it takes to make this team better. But football can be unforgiving, so it remains to be seen what he can deliver.
Well, I've been before. Well, we have to appoint a coach less than 3 months or so for the World Cup, and we are there. So things are meant to solve problems. So I believe Queiroz, to me, is the man for the situation we are in. We will need a mature person, pedigree. Somebody who has got confidence, who is realistic, who commands respect, and above all is humble. So that to me, I think are very important. The appearance is what comes for the situation of the country. So we all just pray that is all.
Queiroz has rallied a cry, telling Ghanaians that he's ready for the job and whether they also are.
In a simple way, I can say to you, I'm still ready. Are you ready also?
Kelvin Oswanta from Accra for Super Sport News.
Players were greeted with much warmer conditions for the second round of Volvo China Open. Once more, enhanced anti-golf club for the second year running in the 31st edition of this growing event. And that's a man that's taken the trophy twice in Ashen Wu. Another day 67 yesterday. And 6 under par, bear in mind he was 2 over par through 5 holes. in his first round, so he's working his way back into it. This was perhaps shot of the day, very nearly shot of the year at the par 5 10 for Tom Bayon. His second, almost an albatross. And that put him to 5 under par.
Igor Jesus, Hutchinson, cutting it onto his left foot, good save from Roos. Two best chances that Forest have created so far have been 50 to the by Sunderland defenders.
Una smile. Nimefanya kitu mbaya. Tena tafikia nimekusmile yako leo nimefanya umesmile unaangalia football. Like seriously.
We love football.
Look at the play with the two balls on the field. Play resumes. And here's Sadiki.
Seen Chris Wood follow Dan Ballard all the way back into this 6-yard box. He's been given a job and a duty because he knows Mutiel has got a long throw. That's a key area, obviously. Sunderland fans like Dan Ballard.
Well, he scored a crucial late goal from a set piece in the final seconds of the final home game of last season. Dan Ballard was the one that got them through to the playoff final against Coventry. Beating Coventry in the semi-final, should I say, to get them through against Sheffield United. The rest is history. It's the first corner of the night for Sunderland. And there is Ballard forward again. Kurete in there with it. Very deliberately placing the ball.
Forest have gone very zonal instead of man marking.
Indeed, Hume, one of the players coming round the back. They couldn't get the contact that he wanted to get it into the fray. Driven along again by Robin Roos. Still the aerial targets remain forward. Such that was a critical retention of possession by Ballard, who still goes, flashing it across the 6-yard box. Back from the rig, Diarra. Backpats just unable to work themselves into a shooting position. Rig picking up the seconds in midfield. Forward, Forest's Milenkovic towards Wood. Haven't got their defensive shape back yet. At Sunderland, there's wants to work your way for Hutchinson. Taking on Trey Hume and winning another corner, which is Forest third.
Just get another look at one end of the field. And Ballard not only did he win the ball, but the intensity, the quality, and the determination to try and pick out a player and Sunderland inside the area. It's a fan's favourite at both ends of the field.
Back in defensive duty here as Hutchinson works this latest corner short. And it's in. Snuck it at the far post. Fire deflection. Igor Jesus wheels away to claim it. What a massive moment that could be. Trey Hume, the player that it hit. A slice of fortune for Nottingham Forest.
But it's one that could take them a huge step towards safety. Yeah, it's a big moment. It's a big goal for Nottingham Forest. They've threatened, they've had chances. Just see all the Sunderland players inside the area. They didn't react to the short corner. And once they've changed the angle of the cross here, Jesus gets himself in a 1v1 situation in the back post. And I don't think Trehew knows much about because it hits the back of his head. He thinks the ball's going out. He makes no attempt. Jesus gambles. And he just goes to put the ball back across goal. And you make your own luck. See there, he's so unfortunate, human roofs. It's a big goal. I've got to say the set plays work wonders because Sunderland didn't react. Well, it doesn't matter how they come when you're in the position that Nottingham Forest are in. Tino Pereira will take the ball. Ray Hughes, who scored his first ever Premier League goal last weekend. He's pretty unlucky to net at the wrong end of this. Nottingham Forest, as it stands now, 8 points clear. Off the bottom 3. It's confirmation of what that goal means as it stands right now at the bottom. It's up to 39 points. West Ham Spurs games later this weekend. Ball clearance from Milenkovic. Try back here for Siddiqui. He's kept his feet well. Looks like we get bodies in the way. It's an entertaining game. They're the last Premier League side to lose their unbeaten home record. Sunderland have lost 3 in a row here. Against Spurs in the last home match, Stop the Rock has been their results here on their side that have underpinned this successful campaign, but there's work to do today. And they've got a free kick to defend here as Elliot Anderson is brought down. Once again, the press from Nottingham Forest. Hutchinson up against Alderete. He's very referee. Darren England played on the first one, but then the challenge came from Diarra on Anderson just outside the area. Right in front of the official. Almost looks like the angle is going to take this from here. Would suggest that it was Alderete that found he's brought it back. Anderson, Hutchinson, the player standing over this. Hutchinson departs. Anderson brings it in. Good first contact on the Sunderland head. Now for a Nottingham Forest throw. Taken more points per game on the road than they have at home. 5 of their 7 league wins over the last 6 months have come away from home Nottingham Forest. And this would be one of the most crucial of the lot. You think back to a win they had at West Ham where they scored late. How important that might prove to be at the end of the season. And too close to Roos. I think it's great for Nottingham Forest that they've taken the lead, Jim. I think they've deserved it. They've had several chances. When you speak to any Sunderland fan, or any of the players that don't disbelieve Sunderland this season, when they go behind, they don't give up. They've got so many points back from losing position this season. That's what Reggie Labrie has put into this team. The belief. It just goes back to that question you said about the vulnerability defensively from that set play. You didn't see that in the first 9 games of the season. And what's the time to turn and take it on and shoot? That moves. It was a little too easy for Nottingham Forest. determination. Chris, what he turns lovely, he recognises he's got the space. And once it opens up, he's done what all good strikers should. Test the goalkeeper, hit the target. Just the way he might have gone for that far post area. Instead he trying to give Bruce the eyes.
Open the way through again. Sunderland with twice as much possession as Nottingham Forest. Forest have twice as many attempts as their hosts. Part of the Vitor Pereira playbook to be effective. Haven't got as much of the ball.
Obviously, Jimmy, you're under possession. That's absolutely.
Oh, they'll be more than happy with both of those statistics.
Absolutely. I think you'd be even more impressed with the way his team they hurried Sunderland into mistakes, which was we saw a couple of Nottingham Forest chances early on in this game from the Sunderland defenders giving the ball away because they felt under pressure from the press and they're picking the seconds up so well.
Hutchinson sending it wide. Nico Williams just couldn't quite control it. Most of the best of moments coming away to our right. Hume getting it through the midfield. Rick linking up with Shaq. Siddiqui. Ballard, who made his come back from injury last week, and coming off the bench at Villa Park. Who's blossomed into a defender of high quality, Simon Weir's side, following to the Arsenal Academy. He's again the Northern Ireland international in the feet of Bromwich. He's on the bay, brought down by Milenkovic.
This pass from Ballard, it goes into Brian Robbie. Look how well he does. He defends Milenkovic, he holds him off, steps up Enzo Lefebvre. You can see there's a foul there, but I think I've seen Brian Robbie a lot this season, Jim. He's hold up play with his back to goal. He's such a handful. And if you can get willing runners to support him, as you've just seen Enzo Lefebvre, he's always going to get the productivity out of him.
Mazoezi.
Well, this is a great position for Granit Xhaka. In terms of distance outside the penalty area, it is nigh on perfect. The angle favourable as well. Xhaka, will be Lefebvre. Here's Enzo Lefebvre, and the ball stood firm. Back from Mukiel. Over the top towards Ballard, who is going to get there and keeps it alive. Headed from out there, it's over the bar.
And the wall did its job so well. See there, the jump. And it's all about, can you defend your penalty area? Dan Ballard has a go. Forrest deal with it. He scores from there with his head. That's what it is, the rest of the defenders.
Well, eyebrows have been raised in this part of the world this week by a report suggesting that Register Briggs' future could be dependent on how high Sunderland finish the table this season. I think there are any circumstances, Michael, in which they might make a change?
Well, if any of their stories are true, then who would be a manager? Surely it was all about survival this season for the newly promoted teams. And Sunderland, you see, they've higher than Leeds United, higher than Burnley. So I can't see why there would be needed to change, because the job he has done with a new set of players has been incredible.
Loose pass. Passing Anderson. Sangari winning it back though for Nottingham Forest. Hutchinson seen plenty of it in this opening half hour. Just made a little run forward there for Morgan Gibbs-White, but we didn't quite spot him in time. Well hit by Gibbs-White. What's coming again here with Olaina. A little nutmeg of Sadiq, Hutchinson able to take over, and he's won another corner. Scored from the last one.
The pressure. Just 28 minutes of this game. You see, they might not have had the possession of the attempts, the final third opportunities and the corners there suggest they're dominating.
With one of the principal aerial targets again, it was just in front of Bruce. Make sure that he didn't fall Anderson's way. Yeah. Safe ball back for Sells. Excellent distribution from him. Back from Gibbs-White. Anderson. Over his right foot. And winning another corner.
See, I've been at the stadium like a few times this season. It's the first time, Jim, that I've seen a team come. The fans, the home fans feel so uneasy. There's an air of uncertainty around the stadium, and that's all credit to Nottingham Forest, the way they put a performance on this opening half an hour.
Head away from Rudy Mukiel. Aina. I wouldn't think now that Forest are actually in the top 3 at this stage last season. And 12 months on, they are eyeing up a Champions League place again. They start by winning the Europa League. And might be given another opportunity here. It's Chris Wood. It is 2. And Sunderland only have themselves to play. And on a day when they really needed that little bit of luck, they've been gifted both goals inside half an hour. Trip to Wearside, potentially. The passport to safety for Nottingham Forest.
Well, the camera's on Robin Roos. He's been one of the standout performers as Sunderland goalkeeper this season. But you'll just see here, the press comes from Woods, a little bit of uncertainty. In Gibbs-White, it's so selfless. I thought he was going to have a shot himself, but he picks out Chris Wood. And he's still got a lot to do, you know, Wood, but he takes his touch. Just good angle to show you. Gets out and he knows he's got to make contact because he saw the 2 defenders coming back. But big questions of Sunderland playing out. I think that's the 3rd mistake, and they're being punished at the 3rd attempt. And their manager will be so happy. Nottingham Forest. It's a big half an hour, they're 2-0 up.
Goal number 199 of Chris Wood's career. It's his first in the Premier League since the opening weekend of the season. A campaign that has been injury ravaged He's made an impression today, forcing the error, capitalising on the pass. Nottingham Forest 2 goals to the good.
I think the celebrations we saw from Chris Wood there was not just because he put his team 2-0 up. He knows how important that is, but on a personal note, you can tell there was a lot of relief there for that striker.
It's his 40th goal for the club. Makes a massive difference tonight. Victory here would help banish the spectre of relegation, and that could affect their team selection in the first leg of their semi-final with Villa on Thursday in the Europa League, because if they were to lose here and they're under pressure, I think the priority would be retention of Premier League status. Win here and they've got a big advantage, then all of a sudden they can go as strong as they like. Hungry for more here. Hutchinson with the ball in, might yet get a third. Defending from Mukiel good enough in the end. Forest get another corner. Sunderland just need to switch off.
Nottingham Forest are just first to everything. See once again, they've got the overload. Hutchinson puts a lovely ball in. I think that one little touch from Gibbs White just allows Mukiel to get the defender back in position to help his team out. Get the bones and groans go around the stadium, Jim.
Number 6 for Forest, taken short for Anderson. Hugo Jesus online to the back post, knocks it down, and there's number 3. Scored by Morgan Gibbs White. And that's just about job done already. 50th goal of his career. Forest 3 up, 3 points in the back surely, and an 8-point cushion above the bottom 3 at the end of the night. What an evening they're having on Wearside.
Well, I've got to say, Jim, Sunderland will be so disappointed, the staff, because what they've witnessed for the first goal, we saw a short corner, we saw a ball with the back post in swing, we saw Jesus with a goal. Now just have a look from the far side here. They do exactly the same routine. It's a short corner, it's an in-swing and delivery, the little knockback in Gibbs White. I mean, what he does there, the technique and the timing, he does so well, because he's got to assess himself. Here you go, it's a little volley, but what he does, he keeps it hard and low, and he goes through the bodies, and Robert Roof's got no chance. Like you said, I think that's game, set and match. Early doors in this game as fans are leaving. Credit to Nottingham Forest. What a 35 minutes we've witnessed at the Stadium of Light.
Devastating in the second half of the weekend, devastating in the first half tonight. They've now scored 7 in their last 62 minutes on the field. Morgan Gibbs White, that's tonight where he left off with that 15-minute hat-trick of the weekend. Sunderland really rocking now. Just the time to get that one away. Hutchinson. Potential aspects this season, quite the goal difference in the relegation battle. This goal difference much better now than the 2 beneath them.
We were chatting before kick-off when I was watching both teams warming up. I saw the set play routines that Nottingham Forest were going through religiously, forward against, defensively in an attacking sense. I'll tell you what, it's paid off because the players have executed the game plan.
Tapping that one short. Hutchinson with a nice shape on the ball in, and it's Ida through a crowd. 4. Hugo Jesus. 3 in 6 minutes. Raptures in the away end. They cannot believe what they're seeing. Nottingham Forest rolling back the years with a performance of supreme confidence. Have scored
well he might smile. Forest have blown Sunderland away.
But again, it's a set play routine. The in-swinger, Sunderland can't deal with it at the second attempt. And you need a little bit of luck. And when it falls to Jesus here, see, gets himself isolated. Nobody picks him up. Mukiel's ball watching, and what he does, he allows the player behind Jesus in the volley that he catches with the power. He gets it on target, and Robert Roos can't stop it. 4-0. It's been a set play masterclass from Nottingham Forest, Jim.
The player that's gone down here for Sunderland. Just the tackle from Elliot Anderson, who's considered this free kick just in a little bit late. The most footballing Forest players this season. Who's had a red. High there. Shaka. Thinking about it from this, still thinking about it. Hutchinson have been able to turn away in possession there. The counter-attack could have been on. Sunderland have committed plenty of body sport. Now Ina steaming forward on the Nottingham Forest right. They're racing both sides down after a clash. The other receiver treatment that is necessary is Anderson can't get there. Hutchinson on the DR of the adversaries.
See, I just think it's the coming together here. Both players winded as the fall here. You see, there was no head collisions.
When you're 6 days away from your first European semi-final since 1984, you need a little bit of a boost, a psychological lift to go into it. You beat Burnley 4-1, and then you find yourselves 4 up before half-time, the first time they've ever scored 4 goals away from home in the first half of a Premier League game.
Like Jim, the press has been there from Nottingham Forest. Again, that in-swing at the back post. That set play number 1. Hugh was unfortunate. The error playing out. Executed Chris Wood. Second goal in the Premier League. That's why he was so excited, but he knew he put his team 2-0. Set play again. Gibbs White clinical with the finish. Then the one that saw a lot of fans leave from Sunderland end sent the Forest fans into raptures. That's a lovely volley and a lovely angle to show what that means. Like you said, Jim, it's a nice problem to have going into that European game.
And this is the positive effect that it has. Their goal difference now only -5, an 8-point advantage above Spurs. Pressure on the two immediately beneath them, West Ham and Spurs. Ahead of their games under Everton and away at Wolves respectively tomorrow.
Well, I know I mentioned Sunderland's second half performance this season. The Premier League have been up there with some of the best, but at 4-0 it's completely different.
I know the throw inside the penalty area. took a bunch of losing positions than anybody else. 19 of them in total in the Premier League this season. If they take any from a losing position today, it'll be making headlines.